This is Nitro here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how I messed up. Alright? So basically, I started 8th grade and obviously, I was pretty hyped. This is my final year in middle school, But then I had to take Spanish because, I had took technology, and technology is only 2 years. I took it 6th and 7th. So, my friend over here, we're gonna call him Banks, alright? He told me, hey, take Spanish this year. Okay? Alright? And I'm gonna call him Banks because he's tall. Alright? So basically, all this went down, alright? I got Spanish, but I didn't get it with Banks. I got it with this other kid here. Let's call him Apex because he's short. I know I'm gonna use a lot of phase members. Actually, no, those are the only 2 phase members I'm gonna use. But, anyways, I got a schedule change the next week, right? I got into his class. I got into Banks' class. So basically, I didn't really know anyone in the class except for him, right? Like now I know these 5 other kids, including who we're gonna talk about in this video. All right. So basically, I met this girl, and we're gonna call her Kylie Jenner. All right. It's because kind of looks and resembles Kylie Jenner. All right. So basically, what happened was I started out this class, right? Thinking nothing about it, right? And then she looks at me, she says, can I see your schedule real quick? I'm like, oh, okay. She looks at it and she says, oh, cool, you got a schedule change to here. I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, well, I don't really remember what she said, but all I remember is, can I see your schedule? Right? And then what happened was that we became friends, like we became good friends. Guys, I messed up 2 weeks ago. Okay, I messed up.
Listen, sweet tits, I know
on that day, on those days, I started getting like a kind of crush for her, and messed up, you guys. I told her I liked her.
Like a little Dutch courage.
We messed up. I messed up. And I never mess up. Because I'm a scrub. Alright, so basically what happened was that I messed up and I come back, right? Come back the next day. Not the next day, the next week. After winter break, because I did it during winter break through Uvu. So, okay, so look, I don't really know how to explain this. I told you through Uvu that I liked her, okay? Uvu. Yeah, Uvu. Real shallow. Real shallow. Alright? So basically, I told her through Uvu, and then she said okay, right? I wrote this big paragraph and she said okay. Alright? So after that, nothing really happened for the rest of those 2 weeks of winter break, right? But then the real thing happens, we get to Spanish class.
I guess I'm
Banks over here, he's like,
appearance of new evidence.
I have an idea. Why don't you sit next to her?
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm just here like, Banks, if you're trying to make this more awkward than it already was, please stop, man. I really don't want you to do this to me. I thought you were my friend, man. This and that. But you guys, keep in mind, Banks is like, he's a good friend. He helps me through a lot of situations, like he helped me with her. He's still helping me actually because I'm still in 8th grade, right? So basically, first day we go to lunch, right? And you know what happens in lunch? She says she sits with me, right? And she wants to talk about it, but I don't really want to talk about what we talked about in lunch because I don't know if she wants to keep it personal to her, or I don't know. But I'm not gonna talk about that. All it was along the lines of why did you do it and why didn't you do it in person, right? And as you guys know, I'm an awkward person. I really don't get a word in with many people. But Banks, I feel like I can express myself more, I can be more open with it. Like, I've told him most of my life stories, dog. You know, he's a pretty good guy, so I can trust him with this, but I feel like I betrayed him because I didn't tell him, because I felt like I couldn't even trust myself with that. Like, I told this other kid, but that was about it, and then he told the rest of the people I know. And then Banks got worried because of Kylie told him. So basically I messed up along the lines of that, and fast forward a couple days after that, Spanish teacher, we're gonna be calling her Miss Sadin. Yeah, Miss Sadin. Still have her to this day. Yeah, still she's one of those teachers that is like you don't wanna participate? Fail. You fail, okay? She's one of those teachers. So I had to participate in this class, okay? She grades based on what you do. If not, she thinks you're like sleeping or something. So basically she just says, alright class, today you're gonna be doing love poems in Spanish. And I'm just here like, wow, this is awkward. I just got off of being awkward with Kylie, and then Kylie turns around. She looks at me with those big blue eyes. No, not blue, brown, my bad. She looks at me with those big brown eyes and says, "Are you gonna write one for me?" And I'm just here like, I don't know what to do, man. And honestly, I was scared, dude. I really didn't know what to say. Like, I'm really awkward, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. It's just, it hits me. So she tells me, "Are you gonna write one for me?" And then I'm like, "Yeah," but at that time I couldn't think of any rhymes, you know? So she said, "Okay, alright, but I made this one, you're gonna read it out loud." And I'm like, alright, okay. And then I don't really remember the poem because I don't have the journal with me right now. But it was pretty cool. Not cool, but it was really romantic, you know, in that French tone, you know, very romantic. But I didn't think much of it. Time passes, and today I shared quite a story with her, you know, a story that not most people know, not even my closest friends know, you know, just her, man. And I've been talking to her about it. I've been telling her stories that I've told no one else, okay? Life stories that only 2 people in the world know right now, okay? And I'm probably not gonna be sharing them with you guys because they're just quite embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but they're quite personal to me, alright? And I feel comfortable sharing them around with her, alright? So we're getting better. It's not as awkward, even though when we're in class it's awkward, but when we're texting or we're on FaceTime, it's not awkward. Like, we can talk about stuff. Not awkward, but man, I just really messed up. But guys, I'm done telling my story here. Now, I just want to let you guys out there know that, look, I wanted to tell you that I messed up. I don't want you guys to mess up in the same way. So you guys have a friend like Banks that he knows what to do. He's got a good depth. Not depth, but like, he knows what he's talking about, and you've never dated before.
Made a mess.
Alright, you guys gotta talk to that guy. You gotta tell him, dude, you gotta help me out with this. And if you see her on a day-to-day basis, that's even worse, alright? I see Kylie on a day-to-day basis. So imagine how awkward it is for me and her, alright? At school, like, it's awkward, man, but okay, look guys, this video is cutting short, so hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something from this. Get your friend Banks to help you if that's what you learned. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.